So you think about somebody that can build a brand globally like that, and then he comes over to a historical brand like so. Norton kind of came out of the woodwork here. A friend of mine was approached, and he said, "I'm not your guy, but I got your guy," and that was me. And so it kind of got turned on to that. I started talking to them, and I'm like, everybody kind of knows the patchy history of Norton, and I'm like, no, pass. I'm out. So I ended up talking to them more and more because I really love that one. And then my boss, his name is Richard Arnold. He was the former CEO of Manchester United. So you talk to this guy, and he's got great vision. And there's not a football team across the entire globe that, if you're even mildly know how to spell soccer or football, Manchester United, right?
Sure.
And this guy kind of put that on the map. So you think about somebody that can build a brand globally like that, and then he comes over to a historical brand like Norton.
Yeah.
I started scratching my head. I'm like, there's something here. I mean, I don't know if it's appropriate now, but we start talking about the company that took over Norton, TVS.
And for our non-power sport listeners out there, Norton is an iconic motorcycle brand.
Yeah.
If you think of the Isle of Man TT, they've won many, many races in the Isle of Man, most notably known for the Norton Commando 750 back in the day, a bike that I drooled over and thought one day I'd own one. And I think there are several companies that they have that history before the Japanese brands came in the 70s, right? We had BSA and Norton and Ariel and all kinds of bikes like that, right? And so here is this iconic brand that this guy who clearly knows your guy from Manchester United, he clearly knows how to make a brand and make it fly. Yeah. So he's going to be in charge of this. Steve, I can only imagine what was going through your head. Like this is going to be amazing especially with your background.
Yeah, you look at Norton. I mean, 1898. And you think about, the companies that have kind of come and gone, and we can name off companies like BSA, which has kind of come back now, probably to a lower extent than what you'll see with Norton. And arguably Norton was the biggest of all those British marquees. They were bigger than Triumph. They were bigger than BSA. They really were the kind of the juggernaut.